What's up, party people and magic makers? Destiny here. Okay, so after last week and having an absolutely amazing time, I wanted to jump on and talk to you today about the misunderstandings that we have based on our beliefs, right? And so here's personal what happened, and it just dawned on me last week, and I was like, I can't be the only one. I got to share this with you guys to see if any of you have gone through this. So it was back in November of last year where I found out about something called human design. Had no clue what it was. A really amazing coach, Corey Michelle, introduced it to me, and she was just kind of spitting these terms out, and I was like, what are you talking about? Well, there's a test online that you can take, and it tells you which of the 5 human designs you are. And it turns out that I am a projector. And so as I was reading it, I was like, oh yeah, that sounds a lot like me, right? A projector tends to guide people. They don't really do a whole heck of a lot of the work, but they like to guide and delegate, right? So they make really good managers and the such. Anyway, I when I say I'm new at it, I read like a book. So just stick with me here. All right, so found out I'm a projector. Also, part of being a projector is that you have to wait to be invited, right? And that irritated the crap out of me because I was like, well, if I have to wait to be invited, how on earth am I going to make money, right? And so it was very interesting to me because I was sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing was happening. I would maybe get one person that's like, hey, would you like to come and speak at such and such? Or, hey, would you like to come in and meet so-and-so? And I was like, okay, that was kind of nice, but it was happening way too infrequently. And I was just like, this is dumb. I don't understand why I'm waiting and why I'm waiting for an invitation. And then how do I know which invitation is right for me? And then I did what we as humans always do. And I swung from one side all the way to the other, completely forgetting that there was all this gray area in between, right? So I swung all the way over to this side where anything that even remotely sounded or felt like an invitation, I jumped on it. And I was getting into all of this stuff. And then I realized I don't really want to be there. Does that make sense, right? And here's what I realized. And it dawned on me a couple of weeks ago. I was attempting to control what an invitation looked like. And that's what put me into that spot of not really recognizing and seeing that I had any. And then I attempted to relinquish all control on what an invitation looked like, which sent me over to that other side of just saying yes to everything, right? And this is where it got me thinking. We do that a lot. We do that a lot because it matches what our beliefs are inside, where we will literally turn off all of these opportunities in our lives because it doesn't look the way we think it should, right? So what was I waiting for in the beginning? I was waiting for people to just be like, Destiny, I invite you to blah, 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 blah. Well, people don't talk like that. That's ridiculous, right? So I passed up on a lot of opportunities that were coming my way because it didn't fit the phrase that I thought it needed to. The I invite you to ... It didn't fit. So I kicked it out and I was like, nope, not happening. I don't want that, right? This is what you are seeing today. People are believing and stopping themselves from finding out further information based on their beliefs. So here's a good one. And there is in no way, shape, or form am I defending this. I'm just saying I've noticed this one. So President Trump saying to inject yourself with bleach, right? People are like, oh my God, he's freaking stupid. The media jumped on it. The news outlets jumped on it. Facebook jumped on it. But then when you actually go back and watch the whole video, that's not what he said. They took one phrase and threw that out there, and people were just biting on it like piranhas. They're like, yep, that's the one, right? But then here's the interesting part. Instead of having a really decent explanation and hey guys, this isn't true, the other side that believes that he's amazing and that he is the one that's going to help us just calls this first group stupid. Why? Because we have an inherent faith and belief that we are right. And if I'm right, that means the other person has to be wrong. So instead of coming from a place of understanding and just compassion and curiosity, they jump and they attack because that's what matches their beliefs. If they believe this, they must be stupid. So they're wrong and I'm right. So this is what I'm going to do. And isn't that interesting? Because both sides are doing it to each other. And there are so many different examples of this happening, that because it doesn't look a certain way and because it doesn't match what our belief is inside, there's an attack. And instead of going within and figuring out why that is our belief, and if we still want that to be our belief, we attack. And that is just crazy to me. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? Can we break this pattern of just attacking because we believe that we're right? Could we come from curiosity? Could we come from a place of they don't see what I see. Can I explain it to them? And then the other person going, oh, they're attempting to explain something to me. Can I be open enough to learn and to just see what their side? I don't have to agree with it, but just to know that there's an other side without pouncing and attacking and rolling our eyes and calling the other side stupid or dumb or whatever this is. It's so fascinating to me that those are the options that we present ourselves with. Why? Why? Right? And all of this because we're following what we believe and not asking questions and not wondering what's really going on. And not necessarily going into all conspiracy theory or anything, but really diving in and finding out the truth. The one thing that pisses me right the F off about the media is that there are no fact checkers anymore. I remember we would have to write an article and then somebody else would fact check everything to make sure it was legit. I'm where is this is craziness here. What is happening? Right? And then there's just the quick, I believe you. Why do we believe them? Why do we believe media? Why do we believe what we see on Facebook and we just share and share and share pieces of bullshit memes that have nothing to do with anything? Because it matches our belief. And when we believe whatever it is and we believe that we're right, that then makes everybody else wrong. Right? Everybody else wrong. And that we need to change. That we need to adjust, because that's crap. Why can't we both be right? Why can't we both say our sides and just go, okay, where did that go? But no, we're so deep in our crap and we don't even want to look at it or realize it, that we're going to make fun of other people. We're going to attack other people. We're going to call them stupid or dumb or disgusting stop it. Knock it off. Dig into why you believe what you believe and ask, is there anything else? But see, if you're not willing to do that, this is going to keep happening. This is going to keep happening. And then you're going to be on the receiving end of one of it. And you're just going to be see, I told you, prove yourself right. And therein lies the problem, right? The believing that we're right. Dig in, people. Start breaking these patterns, because they're not serving us as human beings, and they're certainly not serving us as United States citizens. Start breaking these patterns, now. All right, until next week, I'm getting off of my soapbox. Peace.